Life has an uncanny way of throwing challenges our way, often when we least expect it. It could be a personal loss, a professional setback, or even a betrayal by someone you trusted. Pain, in all its forms, is an inevitable part of the human experience. Yet, how we respond to this pain is what shapes us. The ancient Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, believed that we don't have to be defined by the pain we experience. Rather, it's our ability to face it with courage, clarity, and composure that reveals our true strength. What if you could face life's hardest moments as though they didn't hurt you? What if, instead of succumbing to pain, you could stand tall, unaffected and unshaken, acting as if nothing hurt you at all? This isn't about avoiding pain or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it's about mastering your response to it, strengthening your inner character, and taking control of your narrative. In this article, we'll explore the Stoic principles that empower you to act as if nothing hurts you, even when life deals its hardest blows. 1. Understanding pain as inevitable. The first step in learning to act as if nothing hurts you is understanding that pain is a natural and unavoidable part of life. The Stoics taught us that suffering is a result of external events, while our reaction to those events is within our control. In the famous words of Epictetus, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Pain comes in many forms: physical, emotional, psychological. It can be the pain of losing someone you love, the frustration of failing at something you worked so hard for, or the anguish of betrayal by a close friend. Each of these moments, while painful, does not define you unless you allow them to. The Stoics did not shy away from recognizing pain, but instead emphasized how we can control our response to it. You have the power to decide how much weight you will give to any given challenge. The more you focus on your ability to endure and respond to hardship with virtue, the less you will be burdened by its weight. So, when faced with difficulties, remind yourself, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. 2. Embracing detachment. Let go of what you can't control. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is detachment from external outcomes. The Stoics believe that the only things truly within our control are our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Everything else, the actions of others, the events that unfold in the world, even the passing of time, is beyond our control. The more attached we become to these external circumstances, the more we allow them to hurt us. Imagine if you could face every setback, every failure, and every disappointment with a sense of calm, knowing that these things are beyond your control. Imagine you could focus solely on what you can control, your reaction. By practicing detachment, you free yourself from the emotional grip that external events have on you. You are no longer at the mercy of life's circumstances. When you detach from external outcomes, you stop depending on the approval of others or the results of your efforts to define your happiness. Instead, your peace becomes rooted in your inner world. You are no longer swayed by the highs and lows of life. Instead, you remain steady, grounded, and resolute. 3. Shifting your focus. Control your inner dialogue. The next step in learning to act as if nothing hurts you is mastering your inner dialogue. Our minds are often filled with stories, beliefs, and assumptions that influence how we experience pain. For example, if you lose a job, your mind might tell you, "I am a failure," or "I am not good enough." These thoughts only intensify your emotional pain and prevent you from finding a way forward. The Stoics understood the power of the mind in shaping our experience of the world. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reminds himself that external events are not inherently good or bad. They are simply events. It's our judgment of them that creates suffering. The pain we experience is often amplified by the stories we tell ourselves about that pain. To act as if nothing hurts you, you must consciously change the stories you tell yourself. Instead of labeling challenges as disasters, reframe them as opportunities for growth. Instead of thinking, "This pain will break me," think, "This pain will make me stronger." By changing your inner narrative, you change your relationship with pain, transforming it from something that debilitates you into something that strengthens you. 4. Building resilience. Train your mind. Like a muscle, resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate over time. Just as physical muscles become stronger with exercise, your ability to withstand emotional pain strengthens through practice. The more you expose yourself to challenges and confront them with courage, the more resilient you become. The Stoics believed in the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves mentally preparing for adversity before it happens, allowing you to face challenges with a mindset of readiness. By imagining the worst-case scenario and mentally preparing for it, you prevent yourself from being blindsided by pain. You build emotional armor that protects your peace in moments of crisis. This Stoic practice helps you shift from a mindset of fear to a mindset of strength. You no longer view hardship as something to be feared. You begin to see it as something you are prepared to handle. You build emotional strength, becoming unshaken by the things that once would have overwhelmed you. 5. Accepting impermanence. Let go of attachment to outcomes. To truly act as if nothing hurts you, you must accept the impermanence of life. Everything in life is temporary, both the good and the bad. Relationships, success, health, and even life itself are fleeting. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded themselves of the transitory nature of existence. By acknowledging that nothing in life is permanent, you learn not to cling to people, achievements, or possessions. When you release your attachment to these external things, you free yourself from the fear of losing them. This doesn't mean you stop caring about the things and people you love, but rather, you care without allowing them to control your peace. You can't control how long someone will be in your life, how long you'll remain healthy, or how long your career will flourish. But you can control your attitude toward these things. When you live with the understanding that everything is temporary, you find greater freedom. You no longer fear loss because you know it's a natural part of life. 6. Acting with virtue, your greatest strength. The final key to acting as if nothing hurts you is living in alignment with your values and virtues. The Stoics believed that living a virtuous life, one rooted in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, was the key to inner peace. When you live according to your highest principles, you develop a sense of self-mastery that protects you from external turmoil. Virtue is the only thing the Stoics believed was truly good and unchangeable. Everything else, wealth, fame, power, even relationships, is subject to change and loss. But by acting with virtue, you align yourself with what is unshakable. You become a person who stands firm in the face of adversity because your inner strength comes from your character, not external circumstances. When you practice virtue, you no longer seek validation from others or from external achievements. Instead, your sense of worth is rooted in your actions, your integrity, and your ability to do what is right no matter the consequences. You act with purpose, knowing that living virtuously is the greatest way to handle life's inevitable challenges. 7. You are stronger than you think. The journey to acting as if nothing hurts you is not about denying pain, but about mastering your response to it. By applying the principles of Stoicism, detachment, reframing your inner dialogue, building resilience, accepting impermanence, and living virtuously, you can learn to face life's challenges with courage, calm, and strength. When you stop letting pain control your narrative, you free yourself to live a life of purpose, peace, and power. Life will always throw challenges your way, but by mastering your response, you can stand tall and unwavering, acting as if nothing hurts you, no matter what life brings. Take this wisdom with you today. Reflect on an area of your life where you can begin to practice these Stoic principles. Remember, this journey is not about perfection, but about progress. Every step you take toward mastering your response to pain is a step toward greater strength and resilience. You have the power to choose your response, choose strength, choose peace, choose to act as if nothing hurts you. Subscribe to Stoic Stand.